Okay, so today I'm going to introduce my implementation. This video will help you understand what the course will look like and how the learning management system will work for the students. So of course, we're beginning with the course, which is going to be fourth grade math, presented by myself, Ashley Garrett. Okay, so where does the overview introduction start here module fit into the overall course map or design? So what is the alignment? Based on the overall course map, the overview explains each unit based on its content. The introduction is an introduction of myself and my contact information. In the start here module is a guide that students can begin with, which will include the introduction discussion, just so they can be familiar with discussions. So how is your instructional design approach realized in the modules? So my instructional design approach is realized in the modules because each unit is labeled and individualized, just as it is on the course overview that we created prior to this assignment. Also, each unit is detailed with all components that is needed to complete the unit. So basically, on the LMS, everything is tabbed from the overview, introduction, the start here, and then after that, it will be each unit, and then embedded in each unit will be the assignments, videos, resources, assessments, tests, whatever that is needed. It will be organized and categorized based on the unit. So where are you sharing the main course goal and outcomes with your learners? The course goals are shared in the LMS. Basically, I am using the TalentLMS under the overview tab. So that's where they will get the goal. Like, what is this course about? What should they be gaining? As far as the outcomes for the learners there, that's shared under the unit tab. So the goal overall is to meet fourth grade TEKS, basically, especially at the end of the year when you have to take the STAR test. As far as the outcomes are a little different because there are units with specified content, whether that be multiplication, division, decimal fractions. It is 13 units, so there is a lot to be covered in fourth grade math. How does the unit module align outcomes, goals, activities, and assessments? So the unit module align goals because it sets expectations for each unit. The outcomes are aligned per unit based on the activities and assessments that are embedded into each unit. So I know that's a lot. So basically, the goals, you have to reach a goal. So for instance, unit 1 would be place value. And so you have to be able to put numbers into the place value and also do expanded notation. And then it does expand to decimals, which the students have never seen prior to fourth grade. That will be a goal. The outcome is that you master that, you know how to do it before we can move on to the next unit, because most of the units, how they are set up in the scope and sequence, they are building on each other. So you will have to understand and master one thing before moving on to the other one in order to be successful. So is this student-centered or teacher-led? So as I stated in assignment 1, this is teacher-led. This course is teacher-led just based on the grade level, fourth grade, and the importance of staying on schedule with the scope and sequence. So fourth graders, average age is 9 and 10 years old. Although they are bigger students in the elementary setting, they still need guidance and help. So instead of, and this is my thought on it, instead of allowing it to be student-centered or student-led, and students not understanding what to do and leading to them getting behind, and then the teacher, which is myself, one person, having to assess different students that are off track, I think that would take away from the whole group, which I believe based on their age that they need. Like I stated, based on the age group, it will be better support for the students in this course that is teacher-led, and that no student is left behind, and that everyone is on the same schedule. So what is the scope or range of the instructor's role? As the instructor, my role is to cover all aspects. I will be the presenter in the scheduled Zoom sessions. Another role I will fill in is an acting facilitator. This will allow me to explain assignments, create assigned groups, and monitor the learning environment. Although we have instructional coaches and interventionists on campus, I will be the most available to my students when we are building knowledge in small group settings. And what I mean by that is based on assessment, whether it's formative or summative. Based on the assessment, if I see that the data is showing that this student is not grasping the concept, need extra support, I create small group settings to get those students where they need to be, so that we can move on with the majority, hopefully tier 1, everyone on the same schedule. So what is the course structure? So this is a blended course, and how I have organized this that I think will work will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are online, and Tuesdays and Thursdays are on campus. Why I have decided to organize the course like that? Because when you look at the district in the campus vision and mission statement, it is always centered around preparing our students for the future, like college, or just getting them ready for higher education. And when you're in college, you sometimes have to deal with this, whether you are going to be hybrid, whether you're going to just be an on-campus student or online student. And I think with this, it gives them an idea, best practice, so when they get there, it's somewhat familiar, and it won't be so hard on them to get accommodated and acclimated to the new idea of school. How are you introducing the course and yourself, and how are you building the learning community? So the school will begin on a Tuesday. That is going to be the set of the first day of school, which is designated as an on-campus day, as I previously stated. The first day would be dedicated on how to access the TalentLMS, which is our learning management system. And it's going to be a hands-on experience with a built-in sample class. So they will also be able to access their class, but also we will have a sample class, because how TalentLMS is set up, and I will show you that later in the video, you cannot move on until you complete, which I really love, especially for this group of students in the age group. So I will essentially build a sample class that will help them go through it, so they will have the experience and know what it looks like, what it takes, and what they actually have to do in order to move on. Although I will introduce myself in person, there's also an introduction tab built into the course LMS. The learning community will be built with tutorial videos offered by the LMS, and also the hands-on engaging experience on the first day of school. Parents will receive links to helpful videos through Class Dojo, which is this is how we communicate with our parents. So what is the ratio or percentage of synchronous to asynchronous collaboration. So as stated, I have decided to do blended, but essentially everyone is doing the same thing. So for instance, the course is blended, so therefore some days are designated for on-campus and some days are online. The ratio of students to instructor altogether is a total of 58 students. However, this is divided into 3 classes. For instance, class A01 consists of 18 students. Class A02 consists of 21 students, and class A03 consists of 19 students. How will you address the infrastructure, the system, and support needs and issues the learner may face? So TalentLMS, the system used for online learning, offer helpful videos that will help anyone assessing the system. Embedded into each student profile are 5 helpful videos that explain the components, such as intro, features, content, fundamentals, and other resources. Okay, now that we are done here, I wanted to go over to what this will look like. So this is the TalentLMS. Students will come here to access everything they need. As discussed, there's an overview, introduction, a start here, and our modules, well, units 1 and 2 are already set up. And students will be able to click this, assess it, just for a general idea. This is what it looks like, and they will have to complete it in order to go on. And I like that because the grade level and the age, I don't want them to skip through. This helps me and this helps them to take accountability and really do what they're supposed to do before moving on. And that really helps with this age group. Thank you so much for listening to my implementation video, and I hope you all liked it.